There are two ways to pack on rock hard muscle: the long and slow way, or the fast and easy way. Hi there, my name is Vince Del Monte, the man who was formerly destined to be remembered as Skinny Vinny. But fortunately, that seems like a lifetime ago. Today I have the world's most publicized and inspiring skinny to muscular weight gain story. I've become known as the skinny guy savior after transforming myself from an embarrassingly thin, scrawny, and weak-looking body into a WBFF professional fitness model by gaining 41 pounds of lean muscle mass in exactly 24 record-breaking weeks, even though I was never able to gain muscle before. How did I do it? Well, I put my faith in some really unusual techniques and tricks, the complete opposite of what the popular bodybuilding magazines and websites are having you do, and very different than what the bodybuilders and personal trainers at your gym are telling you to do. And by the end of this short presentation, I'm going to hook you up with the opportunity to copy the identical muscle building solution to build an incredibly lean, muscular physique that turns heads and demands respect without crazy long hours in the gym, without any bogus pills, powders, or potions, without any fancy equipment, and without dangerous drugs or steroids. We're talking about safe, effective, and life-changing muscle growth. You will also discover the 5 dirty little lies the bodybuilding mafia and supplement cartel have been feeding you to keep you from attaining that ripped, muscular, and strong body you've always dreamed of, which are the same lies that are robbing you of 90% of your muscle growth and virtually 100% of your money. And they're doing it on purpose, which I'll prove in just a moment. Right now, I'm sure you're skeptical. You've been lied to by everyone and their brother. I get it. And I'm making claims that go against what you've been told. I'm even showing you results that many experts and gurus consider impossible. Fortunately, I'm in the business of doing the impossible. Since May of 2006, I've accumulated more than 1,000 transformation stories from people who have put their trust in me, as you can see here. Before we get rolling with the free info, I can't promise how long this presentation will remain online. So please, watch it while it's still live so you don't miss out. The one truth we have to establish right now is the real reason you're skinny, scrawny, and just plain weak. And it's probably not what you think. Let's face it, if you looked and felt your best, you wouldn't be watching this. You're here because you've spent countless hours in the gym trying to bulk up your lanky frame with no results. And if you have got results, they've come in the form of newbie gains, or you've gained more fat than muscle. And you know what? This is common if you're relying on the same eat, sleep, train mantra you've heard a million times. And it's okay to admit you're frustrated. Frustrated you're just born this way, or frustrated you used to be in shape but you let yourself go. Either way, it doesn't matter. You hate what you see when you look at yourself in the mirror, or worse, you're pretty sure that when you walk into a room, no one really even takes notice. So you try absolutely everything, every kind of get big program in the book, the hyped up and expensive supplements, insane weight gain diets, protein shakes, bogus exercise equipment, advice from your buddies, or maybe even from trainers, but nothing works. After months, your reflection in the mirror looks exactly the same. And the only thing getting bigger is your credit card bill. In fact, you might even think you're looking smaller. All you know is that the clock keeps ticking and your wallet keeps shrinking. If any of this stuff actually worked, you'd already have the body of your dreams, but you don't. And I'm here to tell you, you may be feeling really scrawny and like no one takes a second look at you, but it's not your fault. Please, don't blame yourself for an extra second. The entire bodybuilding, fitness, and supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And together, they're scamming you out of your money and your time and leading you down a dark, dark hole. To them, you're just a credit card to sell to. And if you ever actually did achieve your goals, they'd go out of business. And get this, the dirty little secret of the fitness industry is they need you to stay skinny, overwhelmed, and weak. I know that's hard to believe, but that's just the way it is. You can see for yourself. Every major fitness magazine that gives those glowing reviews of all those supplements are all owned and operated by the supplement companies they review. You know, a lot of trainers out there, they get their certification from the gym they work for and end up getting more training as a salesperson than an actual trainer. The best physiques on TV may be promoting that goofy piece of gym equipment, but they built their bodies with good old-fashioned gravity and hard work. Or they were just blessed with good genetics, not like yours. And those muscle building shakes, well, they're frankly just excuses to get you to buy more supplements that end up leaving you sick and bloated. There's stuff already in your fridge that will build muscle faster for you than what's in those shakes. Are you starting to get it? To say it's a conspiracy is not far off. That's why when you stay weak and scrawny and never really reach your goals, they can keep selling you more of the same stuff. There's always a reason why it didn't work last time, but if you believe them just one more time, they promise you your results will be different. The muscle building and fitness world is overwhelming, confusing, and contradicting. Well, for you, that confusion ends right here, right now. So here's the million-dollar question. Why is it so hard to create that body that shocks people when you rip your shirt off in the locker room? What's the number one reason why you can't develop the ripped arms, solid legs, six-pack abs, broad shoulders, and wide back that you truly crave? It's all because pretty much 95% of everything you've heard up until now is dead wrong. You're skinny because the information you've been relying on is bad information. Some, like the big bodybuilding mafia and supplement cartel, blatantly lie to you. Others, like your friends at the gym or the people on the forums, they just don't know any better and they repeat the lies they believe to be true. And to summarize the majority of fitness websites out there, it's basically the blind leading the blind. Scams or stupidity, good intentions rather than good results. Whatever you want to call it, years of bad information is largely the real reason for the way you look and feel right now. So let's stop this endless cycle of repeating the lie and then getting pissed off at yourself when it doesn't work. Now that you know the truth of how your training and nutrition was sabotaged before you even started it, and now that you know what not to do if you ever want rock hard abs and unreal muscle results, it's time to clear the slate and find out what really works for individuals with muscle-unfriendly genes. Yes, we're talking about the safe, fast, and permanent way I gained 41 pounds of lean muscle mass in exactly 24 weeks. The same strategies that recently earned me my pro card, so I'm officially a WBFF pro fitness model. And remember, we're talking 41 pounds of lean muscle mass, not just a pile of weight made up of excess fat covering up your precious abs. We'll talk more about that in a sec. First, you really should get to know a little bit about me. All my life I was skinny. So skinny, I used to be nicknamed Skinny Vinny. Let me tell you, I hated the word skinny. Other nicknames I had were Bones, String Bean, Scrawny, Twig, Stick, Beanpole, Pencil Neck, or in my case, Skinny Vinny. And if disgusting is a nickname, well, I've been called that too by one particularly hot girl back in high school. Thanks for the ego boost, Paula. I hated it. All the hot girls in school dated bigger guys who could protect them. My puny size destroyed my confidence, so I lived life as a pushover, never standing up for myself and always getting bullied by bigger guys. I hated the summertime because all the other guys were running around the beach in swim trunks, but I kept my shirt on because I was so embarrassed at my scrawny size. None of my clothes fit, and I didn't even feel like a real man. I quit playing high school sports because I couldn't handle the, "Oh my God, you're so skinny," comments in the locker room. Most days I looked in the mirror, I felt like crying. I still remember the hottest girl in school saying to me in grade 10, "You'd be so much hotter if you just put some muscle on your arms." The only thing I wanted was to be big, strong, and muscular. No matter how hard I tried, I remained the same. Skinny, scrawny, and weak. I mean, I was wimpy, Skinny Vinny. I mean, I had no muscle mass whatsoever. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you have the same problem? I bet you do. So I gave up the dream of being buff because I figured gaining muscle was nearly damn impossible. It was like my muscle building switch was permanently set to the off position, and I figured everyone was right. I was destined to live up to my Skinny Vinny nickname, and no one expected anything differently from me, so it wasn't like I was disappointing anyone, except maybe myself. Even my dad, who was usually supportive of me, after seeing me try so desperately to build muscle, would regularly tell me to give up on my bodybuilding dreams. He told me it just wasn't who I was meant to be, and that I should stick to running just like him and my brothers. I still wanted to make the most of my skinny little runner's body that I was cursed with. So like my dad told me, since I was built like a runner, I became a runner. More than that, I became a triathlete. You know, one of those lean, mean, running, swimming, and biking dudes. When I headed off to college, matters only got worse. All my roommates happened to be jacked. I'm talking 6-packs, 8-packs, and ripped guns. Check this out. Here's a picture with me and my roommates. Have you ever hid behind someone else in a photo like I did here? I mean, the intimidation was unbearable, especially as I watched from the sidelines for 4 years while they worked out and got bigger and more ripped and spent their weekends hooking up with the hottest college girls, while I spent my time running, getting skinnier and wimpier, and spending my nights reading my kinesiology textbooks or thumbing through my buddy's Victoria's Secret catalog. Outwardly, I liked my buddies. Inwardly, I secretly hated them. Was 5 pounds of muscle too much to ask for? My friends tried to help me by leaving muscle and fitness magazines on my bed, and I followed what the magazines said for years, with no success. One day my roommate started feeding me these insane weight gain shakes with like protein powder, ice cream, creatine, and other weight gain ingredients. Finally, a few weeks went by and I gained 5 pounds of pure belly fat. Ever heard of a skinny fat guy? That's what I was becoming. I swear, my body was allergic to muscle. Not only was my muscle building switch flipped off, it was locked and chained too. In desperation, I asked my roommate to train me. Take me to the gym, show me what you do. And we resorted to the Bible of bodybuilding, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And we pulled out his routines. If Arnold's programs couldn't help me, I was surely doomed. Guess what? It turns out I was doomed. I still remember the first real workout I did with a roommate. He proclaimed it was chest day. I kid you not, we did 6 different exercises for chest, 4 sets of each, and we were literally in the gym for over 2.5 hours, all on my chest. For almost 2 weeks, I could not even take any notes in class because my chest was so sore. I felt like an idiot for pursuing this pipe dream of getting big. After more attempts with weight gain shakes and Arnold-style workouts, all I gained was a pot belly and constant muscle soreness. I guess my dad was right. I was born to be a runner. You know, I was just a thought or two from quitting the bodybuilding dream altogether. But then, something happened that changed everything. A chance meeting that changed who I was meant to be forever. The single event that turned me from the Canadian beanpole lanky frame and disgusting skinny Vinny to a WBFF pro fitness model that walks around at 210 pounds and 10% body fat 365 days a year. And you're just moments from building 10, 20, 30, and even 40 plus pounds to experience your own first dramatic body transformation. Oh, and by the way, my new body and confidence helped me get all the female attention that I could ever imagine. But most importantly, the love of my life.